CM Waters asked in advance, thoughts on Bob Iger's comments that Fantastic Four is an important franchise for Marvel, and Jeff Sneider's comments that Disney expects sequels to perform better after the appearance in Doomsday. So, kind of two different things, same concept of Fantastic Four are perceived of as kind of the future of Marvel. Bob Iger, head of Disney, says, yeah, we've got big plans for Fantastic Four. We kind of knew this. This isn't really surprising information. They spent a long time trying to get this movie right, and then they are some of the stars of the next Avengers movie. So the idea that Disney views them as a valuable commodity makes sense. Like, that's not surprising. That's why they announced it in 2019 and have been like doing updates trying to get it right, and probably also why it feels like one of the projects that was given a little bit more love and care to make sure it did deliver a movie that the people enjoyed. And it's not doing as great at the box office as they probably wanted, but also it has been well received by the people that did see it. Jeff Sneider, an insider, not rumor mill, not mainstream publications, but a person that does have sources, has been right in the past, and makes a lot of weird tweets sometimes, said Disney expects sequels to perform better after the appearance in Doomsday. This is like dumb level of analysis that you don't need an insider to say that. Like, I've got an inside scoop. Experts think that Fantastic Four 2 will do better than Fantastic Four 1 after they appear in Avengers. Like, that's what the insiders are saying based on my sources. Like, this is the sort of thing that it's like, well, right. Look at the performance of every Marvel franchise in Phase 1, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and then look at how their movie in Phase 2 performed after Avengers. Every single one of them got a bump, even Iron Man that already was knocking it out of the park, and Captain America and Thor that did okay initially started doing great. Even when Dark World, not well received, still got a big bump, and then Winter Soldier got a huge bump, and Civil War got an even bigger bump. Though that's cheating a little bit because it's a bit of a team-up movie. But yeah, right. Everybody gets an Avengers bump. This is not insider analysis like, hey, guess what I heard? That movies do better after they're in a successful team-up. Like, sure. Like, right. Or if you're about to be in Endgame, perhaps, you're in the trailer for Endgame, and then your movie comes out 6 weeks before Endgame, maybe suddenly Captain Marvel makes $1 billion when it has no business making $1 billion because of the Avengers bump. So I think this is it's a kind of a funny comment because it's like, it's an insider saying, someone that has inside sources saying something that is like basic surface level analysis for anyone who's been paying attention since the year 2013. Like, oh wow, Iron Man 3 did better than the previous Iron Man movies. I guess it got a little bump. Thor: The Dark World did better than Thor. I guess it got a bump. Like, it's right there. It's really obvious that the Avengers movies elevated everything that followed afterwards. Even happened to Spider-Man with Far From Home. Do you expect to see a Fantastic Four sequel after the disappointing box office performance? Well, I mean, it's disappointing, but it's not disastrous. It's not doing much better than Thunderbolts did. You have to put all these things into consideration. Like, its opening weekend, significantly better than Captain America and Thunderbolts. So you put it in that context, and like, what is our definition of disappointing? Well, disappointing is like people wanted it to have better legs. Like, people didn't say it was doing disappointing after its first 3 days. They said it was disappointing after its second weekend drop. Which means it started just fine. It just didn't have legs. And so it's like, all right, what's going on here? Because the people that saw it really liked it. Like, this is the comparisons with Superman of the critic scores, audience scores were a pinch better for Fantastic Four, but Superman's legs are performing much better. It's like, Superman's legs are performing like a movie with higher audience scores, and Fantastic Four's performing like a movie with much lower audience scores. It's like, what's going on here? What's kind of happening here? But it's like, it's already made $400 million globally in 2 weeks. this is not a disaster. This is like a $200 million movie. It's doubled its budget in gross, and it's going to bring more money in. So did they want it to do better than that? Yes. Is this a disastrous, like, catastrophe? People have rejected this film? No. In particular, because you could just look at it as a pattern of every Marvel movie underperformed this year. Two of them were well received. One of them was, the first one was not, and the first one was the one that had the biggest brand recognition for the franchise, and it was not well received, got really bad reviews, and then the other two were just kind of in its shadow. And you go, all right, well, it feels like we need to win people back. Feels like maybe we need to re-earn trust, and we need to get that excitement going again. It's just missing, the momentum's going in the wrong direction, even as the quality is turning the corner a little bit. And so you have to look at it in those perspectives. So if they had plans for a Fantastic Four 2, which they probably did, I don't think the numbers aren't bad enough that you would cancel it. Keep in mind, in under 2 weeks, or in 2 weeks, it has grossed double what the Marvels grossed. Marvels, you have to put all of this into the right, there are gradients of failure. And you have a movie that they put out in its whole theatrical run made half of what Fantastic Four has made. And Fantastic Four is still going. And it'll make another $100 million. Put all of it into perspective. That's the level of, some things really get rejected. And you have something that does 2.5 times better than Marvel's, but audience relation-wise is much better. Bigger name brand recognition. And they're going to get an Avengers bump.
Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.